Samuel Nii Odoi Mensah's interest in acting started at a very tender age. He took part in church plays and played roles in school projects as a teen. In the early 90s, he became one of the most popular faces in Ghanaian movies. Samuel Odoi Mensah co-starred with known actors like Boo Riverson Jr., Fred Amugi, Grace Norte, George Williams and Reverend Eddie Kofi. The ace actor, however, went off the screens to nurture his political ambitions in the early 2000s. Together with other seasoned movie makers, they advocated patronage of locally produced movies at a time Nigerian movies had saturated the Ghanaian market. By 2005, his intention to become the leader of the governing body of Ghanaian actors, the Ghana Actors Guild, was made clear. In 2006, Samuel Odoi Mensah was elected president of the Actors Guild. After serving his 4-year term, he again retained the position at the Guild's Congress in 2010. He was succeeded by Reverend Eddie Ezuma Kofi of blessed memory in October 2014 after 8 years of leading the Guild. In January last year, the veteran actor was in the news, but not for a good reason. He lost both kidneys and needed public support to undergo a transplant. He had to raise $300 weekly to stay alive. Unfortunately, he couldn't afford the cost of dialysis. He requested $15,000 for his treatment and other expenses.
No matter how small or big it is something worth doing for people.
All right, so this is supposed to be the entertainment segment on NewDay, but there's absolutely nothing entertaining about having to discuss the demise of a giant in Ghana's arts and entertainment industry, Samuel Nii Odoi Mensah. Yesterday, the nation was thrown into a state of cheerlessness when news about his passing went viral. He died in China whilst undergoing medical treatment. So we're paying tribute to Samuel Nii Odoi Mensah, former president, Ghana Actors Guild, and some of his colleagues are here in the persons of Don Ziggy Netterson, looking so much like a Don, sitting next to me, and then next to him is Abe Kusego. Gentlemen, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
It's been a while since I saw you both in any movie. Yes. But today you're here and we're having to discuss bad news. I wish we could have met under entirely different circumstances.
Certainly.
How did the news of his demise reach you, Uncle Abe?
Yesterday I slept very late. I write. So I'm working on a novel. And I put the pen down, or rather shut the laptop at about 2:30. So I thought I was going to have a deep sleep. However, just after I'd dropped off, calls started coming in and it was persistent. So I took the phone, looked at it, and it came from Francis Dogbe, or AB, who is the treasurer of the Ghana Actors Guild. Okay. And I said, AB, what is the problem at this time? And he said, have you heard of Odoi? And I said, no. Well, not immediately, because the last time we WhatsApped, it was about 2 days.
Oh, you were in constant touch?
Yes, we were in constant touch. Oh. I think we had sent messages, joked Monday. Oh. So I said, no, I haven't heard of him since Monday. Then he said, no, he's dead. I said, what are you talking about? He said, oh, true, he's dead. I just had a call. Family just called me that the daughter with whom he was in China had called to inform them that he had died. Earlier. Chinese or 8 hours difference. Yeah. So he had died earlier. And I said, I can't believe this. Wow. Because we knew he was coming back on Sunday. I mean, he
completed treatment?
He hadn't. There were problems there.
Oh.
So some of us had advised that he should come back quickly, and because apparently the Chinese had been dishonest with him.
Okay.
The medical facility. When he told us late last year that there was a Chinese facility that had promised that they could treat.
Okay, let's retrace our steps. Yes. we gather, and perhaps you can lend some confirmation to this,
Yes.
that his kidneys, both kidneys, had failed him.
Yes.
Is there a night of truth in that?
Yeah, that is true. He was on dialysis.
Okay, he was on dialysis at Korle Bu.
Yes.
Okay.
He was on dialysis at Korle Bu.
And then he had to resort to treatment in
China.
China.
Then he had information that there was a facility in China that could treat the kidneys completely. Yes. I was a bit skeptical.
Yeah.
Because I told him that if the organs are dead, they are dead. If there's no life in them, then there was nothing. But he was sure that it would happen. So I worked on the documentation for him, the correspondence between here and China, that it would cost $10,000. So we started putting measures.
The treatment would cost just $10,000.
And that they would even give him an equipment which would sustain him when he came back, mobile equipment. So we started looking for the $10,000. We sent messages around.
Yes, I recall actress Juliet Ibrahim lended a hand.
Yes. And we also supported.
Oh, the Actors Guild did? The
Actors Guild did.
Okay.
The Audiovisual Rights Society did. The joint CMOs, GAMRO, Copy Ghana, and ASOG all put their shoulders to it.
Oh, I heard even the Minister of Tourism.
The President even supported. The President gave some support. And the Culture Forum, Akunu Dake, Professor A.C. Sutherland, all of us went round frantically looking for the funds for him. His church also did very well, the Presbyterian Church. So eventually we raised the money for him to leave. And then 2 weeks on, he sent a message that they were saying that it wasn't $10,000 but $27,000.
Oh, these Chinese. I have to catch you there, right there. Don, what are your fondest memories of Samuel?
There was one time that we were to meet him, I think at the ASOG office, and I was a bit late. He told me, you call yourself a don, but you can't keep to time.
He had a sense of humor.
Oh, very, very, very. And he went on and said, okay, the work must be done, so you just carry on. And he told me what to do and what's up. But the last message I had from him, we also have one of our old actors.
Yes, Solomon Sampa died. Yes.
So he always asks me, what's happening with the arrangement? What have you done? Have you done this? I mean, he rather keep updating me on what to do. Go here, do this, ask this.
What was he like? I'm sure, well, for every actor there are about two personalities. What you're like, in real life and what you're like on set. Uncle Abe, what was he like as a fellow actor?
As a fellow actor, he was fun to be with. He was very jovial. We would tease each other and all that. I started working with him in the late 80s. One of my plays, Hand of God, he played a lead, which I wrote and directed. He played the lead. It was a comedy, so even recently, anytime we met, we remember the things that happened with Hand of God. And then I also cast him in my first film, Summary. This was in 1991. He was in it, and as when it comes to the acting, he's that jovial, but except that he was a little stubborn.
So you say the guild has been dealt a big blow.
Yes, he also did his best for the
during his tenure. I'm sure there were changes he effected.
Yes, just before he came on, the Ghana Actors Guild and Equity of UK had entered a training agreement under Fedamugi, the last days of Fedamugi.
Yes, okay.
So he took over and he enhanced it. I mean, we raised it. Equity was here. We did showed us some way the standard agreements for actors, memorandum of understanding between Ghana and Nigeria. We did lots, and then lately we also hooked on, or just before he left office, we hooked on to the Ghana Trades Union Congress. So the guild was being molded into a union. to stand for the rights of its members. These are some of the landmark achievements that he left the
Thank you very much. This is all time will allow for, but is it a bit too premature to ask if if funeral arrangements are in order?
We're frantic again. I mean, now we have to bring the problem is how to bring him down from China, which yesterday we spoke to the ministry about it, and the minister took it up that she will see what she could do to help us bring him down, and then the funeral arrangements will start from there.
And do let us know how we can help here at TV3.